This is not an advertisement. This is not a commercial. I'm not affiliated with nor benefit from promoting this business here. I'm just a guy that loves me some sushi. You know what I'm saying? Today, I'm taking you to visit Ban Sushi, a Japanese restaurant serving hot bowls of ramen, crackling, crispy pieces of chicken, teriyaki, and succulent slabs of raw fish. Standing across the street from the sizable two-story house that is the home of Ban Sushi, it's a Japanese restaurant, by the way, not just a sushi restaurant, and I've been meaning to visit this for a long time now. Standing across the street, it's easy to imagine being in a machi. That's the Japanese word referring to their urban small towns and neighborhoods inside their metropolitan city areas. It's not hard to imagine that you're in one of those neighborhoods. If not for the free roaming street dogs, the illusion would be complete. Ban Sushi is actually located in Ban Ped, south of Maliwan Road, within walking distance to Talat Ban Kam Hai. This is a lively night market known mostly by locals in the area. I don't really see very many YouTubers and people like roaming that market, and I've been there several times. It's just south of the University of Khon Kaen, though you'd need to cross Maliwan Road to enter that area. Now, sushi is a dish that dates back to about 900 AD, which is the period of time that it's either introduced to the Japanese or it's invented by the Japanese, depending on the source that you look up. Wiki says that it's developed in the rice fields of Southeast Asia, which could mean anywhere, while other sources say that it was invented in the rice fields of Japan. Either way, originally raw fish was combined with half fermented rice, the vinegary fermented rice serving merely as a preservative for the fish, and also giving it a slightly sour flavor and a very pungent smell. The fermented rice would eventually be replaced by rice vinegar, by the way. By the late 1800s, the sushi that we know today in our swank little Japanese restaurants throughout every metropolitan city there is, the sushi that we know today, well, by the 1800s, it became pretty recognizably modern. In Thailand, sushi is wildly popular, and most cities will have some form of it in restaurants, or restaurants that are just dedicated to it. Much of it pretty good. In Bangkok, around like Sukhumvit Soi 33.1 or Dash 1, 33-2, and 33-3, etc., you can find lots of sushi places in that area. There was one I remember right behind the Villa Mart, somewhere in a quiet, tucked away corner. The seaside town of Sriracha, a seaside town between, say, Pattaya and Ban Sang, just about an hour and a half from Bangkok, has the largest population of native Japanese Thais, by the way, outside of Bangkok. It has its own little Japan, ergo, really great sushi places can be found there as well. But we're up here in Khon Kaen, and you know what? There's sushi here as well. And the options are pretty remarkable considering the location. Ban Sushi has an extensive menu where you can order ramen, udon, Japanese curry dishes, and of course, sushi and sashimi dishes. The raw fish options here alone make up a hefty portion of the menu. The service was polite and fast, and the food was chef's kiss next level. You know, the kind of food that's so good you actually think about it all day the next day. Yeah, that good. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. The seating areas here are intimate. Basically, the front part of a very large house has been converted into a dining and kitchen area. Places that look like they might have once been studies or dining rooms or living rooms have been converted into actual places that you can dine. Some rooms have multiple tables, some rooms just have one. So this leads to a cozy, authentic feeling vibe. It actually lulls you into a sense that you're in this really nice Japanese home at times. By the way, if you're in Bangkok and you can't make your way up to Khon Kaen, there are places in Bangkok like the aforementioned areas in Sukhumvit. Another popular part of town outside of the hustle and bustle of your ekamais, your prampongs, and the touristy areas is the town-in-town area outside of the city center. It's in Ban Ped, and there's a place there called Dr. Tribe's Sushi that I've gone to several times. It offers a similar-ish experience, though not nearly as homely. They keep upgrading the outside, making it more and more business feeling, in my opinion. And the sushi was alright, but if you couple that place with a place just behind it, like a stone throws away, called Retro Society, it makes for a really decent evening. Retro Society has a whimsical board game meets retro action figure interior, and it serves up great coffee, great desserts, and yeah, menu items that you can eat as entrees. But here in Khon Kaen, I can't stress it enough, a great place for sushi and a chilled vibe can be found at Ban Sushi. I had 2 good-sized sushi rolls, seaweed salad, and a soda for 495 baht. That's a real steal. I've said this before, so forgive me for sounding like a broken record. When I came to Khon Kaen from Bangkok, I was afraid that I would be faced with very limited options for dining and places like cafes, really cool places to go. This fortunately has not been the case for the most part. I like it here. I'm growing to really like it here, actually. So I'm glad that I can seek my peace and solace here and access all the amenities that I sometimes crave. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I love you, I appreciate you, and I wish all of you all the best in life. Go spoil yourself today. See you next time.